Hey,
Hey.
who are you?
I'm the normal version. I am regular low qual.
What are you doing here?
What am I? Dude, I live here. You guys are just pieces of me. Like, I actually exist here in this house. I own this house.
Okay. Have you seen Bruins Loqual?
I don't know, man. He took the loss pretty hard, so he's probably just handling it somewhere.
Handling it?
Yeah, handling it. Like a man should. You internalize those feelings, you move on like a man. Like a man. Low quality fans. A high quality Bruins team. I'm gonna be real with you right now. I don't want to do this. You know what I want to do? I want to drink 8 of these. I want to call out of work tomorrow. And I want to watch the Vegas-Vancouver game. Because there's a lot on the line that game. I mean, that's what I want to do. But instead, because this stupid brain was like, hey, we need a hobby. We're going insane. Let's start this YouTube channel. And we've been doing it for a year and a half. It's been amazing. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys rock. I can't believe we're at over 700 fucking subscribers. You guys are nuts. Oh, it's so cool. But the one downside, other than the, massive amount of time requirements this all God, I'm sober, I swear. The one major thing that's bad about this channel, I'm gonna open the curtain, show you everything that's behind the curtain. The one bad thing is that after losses like these, I have to talk about the games. And it's easy. It's easy when you're 30 games into the season and come on, we got a lot of time to right this ship. Doesn't even have the trade deadline yet. And we have our excuses. We're missing some major pieces we're going to talk about. The team's not healthy. The team's frustrated in a couple different avenues. But regardless of all the excuses, I have to talk about this game that is right before the playoffs. It's another loss to a playoff caliber team. We beat Tampa. But if you look past the last 2 months, we just don't have a great record against playoff teams. Don't have a terrible one, but not a good one. If I remember correctly, it might be terrible. I don't remember correctly, probably. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating. It's hard to deal with. So this is me venting that out a little bit. And I appreciate you guys allowing me to do so. Now let me tell you about this game. While the entire time you are aware that the Bruins are going to win the cup. Just saying, we're going to win the cup. That's I don't control it, man. Clearly I don't. Because the Bruins aren't going to win the cup. I have to say that because I brought up injuries a week and a half ago and how we just got to stay healthy. I even knocked on wood. And we since then have had 4 injuries, maybe 5 now, and counting. Basically won a game, really. We basically have an injury a game. Super exciting stuff. And we had another one in this one. We'll get there. Let's talk. The Blues come into this matchup 7-2-1 in their last 10. 5 wins in a row now. 6. They're really good at special teams and have a top 5 defense. Man, do they smother that puck. Great. Very cool. Good for them. Husso pushed Binnington out of the net, which you love. God, you love to see. Except for the fact that they now have another great goaltender, even if it's just a flash in the pan for 1 year. Stop doing that, St. Louis, please. They're fighting for playoff seeding. This game probably means more to them than it does to us. They're also just a tad bit healthier than we are. They roll lines. They have 7 different 20-goal scorers, which is pretty absurd. We haven't played them since... Nope, there's no memory of that. There's no memory of that because I've drowned that memory in everything I could find. If there is a vice to have been utilized to drown those memories, I've used it. And it's worked wonders for me. And then tonight just opens that chasm right back up and just goes, hey, remember that scalding knife wound that you had a few years back? How about you have a... What's really annoying about this Blues team is they run multiple lines, heavy boys, hit, check, they fly around the ice, they hit you hard all the time. And somehow, they are the 5th most innocent team in the league. They have the top 5 least amount of penalty minutes. They don't get called for shit. And it, again, just opens up old wounds. Just opens up old wounds. Refs did not decide this game. I say that in almost every video that I bring up refs, because they didn't. They really didn't. Swayman gets a start for us. He continues to just not have it, man. But I want to say, I thought he was great in this game. I really do. A couple things got by him. I don't know which ones I truly... Sure, there's ones you want him to have, the Krug one. But it's not like he played poorly. I mean, 3-on-1, what are you really asking of him there? A 2-on-1, what are you really asking of him there? Yeah, you want the big save, but hey, maybe we actually play a little defense? Okay. So Swayman's going to get the start. He's not going to have a good statistical night. Still no Pasta. McLaughlin stays on that line. Lindholm's still out. Forbort's going to stay on the top pair. And now Grizz is out. So you're going to have a third pair of Clifton Brown. Brown is not a top 6 defenseman. We are missing 3, now 4, no, 2, now 3 defensemen. Forcing Brown to be in the lineup. And it's not good. It's not good. I like Brown for what he brings, but he's supposed to be a 7th defenseman. In Cassidy's 500th game as a coach, he gets embarrassed, which is very fun. It is the return of Krug. It is also his birthday. That's super fun. And Carlo gets injured. Carlo gets injured. God, I hope it's not a head thing. Don't even know what happened to him, but he's injured. So that now means that Lindholm, Carlo, and Grizz, 3 of our top 4, are now out. Hey, I'd rather have it happen now than in 3 weeks. But I don't know how long any of these people are out. Most of them are skating again. I don't know. So this just feels terrible. Everything feels awful, and I want to die. It's great. Puck drops, and it was a pretty fun start. 34 seconds in. Blues moving up the ice. Carlo jumps way too far up to the point where he is on the blue line. Their blue line. When this gets tipped past him, it's a 2-on-1 for years. And it just goes O'Reilly to Perron, who just waits out Swayman, is able to cut in because the defense never really recovered. Cuts in right in on Swayman and then scoots around him and dunk it backhand. It's 1-0, 34 seconds in. Tough tatas. You really didn't love to see that in a game that you really wanted to win. But 15 seconds later, puck gets dumped in deep. Martian on the left wall comes flying down, collects, fights off the body on him, swoops around the net. Something he did 47 times, roughly, tonight, is swooping around the back of the net. And I think this is the only time it resulted in a real scoring chance. That's probably facetious, but I'm saying it. Chucks it to Bergeron in the bumper, who just waited out his defense and got a slid away. He's going to beat Huso, low blocker side. It's 1-1. 34 seconds in, goal for them. 15 seconds later, goal for us. 1 minute in. Both teams scored on their first shot. Everyone exhales. Everyone exhales. Shortly after, Riley is going to go for cross-checking. Really, Tarasenko spun, put his back into him, and he got hit, sure, yes, by definition, sure. That's a soft call all day. But we kill it, which is nice. 12:20 left, scrum. Marchand trips Carew. I heard that name all night, and I swear Carew was wrong, but I'm going to keep saying Carew. Trips him, and Jack is irate. Jack Edwards is pissed because Marchand, this angel, peacefully trips Carew. Just peacefully does it. And then just gently rolls his stick on his back a little bit, gets up, and Bortuzzo, the animal, comes over and cross-checks Marchand like a savage. What really happened here is Carew goes down, Marchand comes up behind him, thinks he went down softly, which he has an argument there, and gives him a little. He gives him a little. Not viciously. Not going to break his back. Just let him know you're there. And Bortuzzo comes over. Boom. Don't fucking do that to my young guy. Jack, that's hockey, baby. That shouldn't have been offsetting. That should have been tripping on Marchand. The other two things waved off. All day. Come on, man. What? You're an old-time hockey fan. You're gonna draw the line there? You're just gonna completely ignore what Marchand just did? Come on, Jack. You're better than that. You are. I know you are. And for what it's worth, because we're just going to have a little bit of ranting in this video, Marchand has earned his reputation. We can all agree with that. He has earned his reputation. He's not getting a lot of breaks right now, and I get that. And it feels like open season on Marchand, and I get that. But it's not like this is new. He earned his reputation, and now for years, when he sneezes at a player, he gets called for something. It's pretty much always been that way. And guess what? He usually doesn't sneeze at them. He usually fucks them up because he's Marchand. And that's part of what we love about him. When he's not crossing the line, he's towing it. And that's what we love about him. And a lot of you will say in the comments, and I think I'll agree with you, is he hasn't been towing that line as much lately because he feels that he has a target on his back from the league. I think that's a fair statement too. But let's not act like Marchand's the victim when he built this pyramid, man. Like, this was blood, sweat, and tears of his own work that built his reputation. So let's cool it a little bit on shedding tears from Marchand. We got to understand what he's done to put himself in that position. And fair or not, at this point, we got to live with it. That's part of it, man. That's part of having a guy like that on your team. And I'm going to complain about it. I know I am. But sometimes you just got to admit, the guy's got a reputation, and he earned it. Anyway, we kill it. Perron trips McAvoy. Power play, 6:36 left. Not only do we not score on this power play, which would shock you, the next possession by the Blues, Krug loads up from the point, bounces off Clifton, and just flubs its way into the net past Swayman. Yeah, directly after losing out on a power play opportunity. And then we get my least favorite thing about the modern game is an offsides review. Now, the offsides review went in our favor. They were offsides, wave off the goal. I hate offsides reviews. If you blatantly miss an obvious offsides, fine. If it is less than an inch, come on, man. Hockey is a fast game. They flew over the line. You missed it by that much. Does it really make that big of a difference? Like, in the spirit of the game, does it really make that much of a difference? I don't know. And I know this wasn't in our favor, but I hate that rule. 3 minutes left, though. Late in the period, showing some guts, showing some glory. Oh, no, I just realized this char is one and done. That's a bummer. Guts and glory, 3 minutes. Cliffy dumps it deep. Howla chases. Gets behind the net, fights off a body, fights it off long enough to just chuck that puck blindly, backhand, wobbling up the slot. And McMuffin, our boy Mark McLaughlin, jumps in there, snags that puckaroonie and cheese, and flings that sucker 5-hole. And it's a 20-foot soft knuckleball 5-hole. Don't know if it took a deflection, but it beat you, so it's a 2-1 game. Suck on that, nerds. I'm going to be real happy about this moment because it's the only moment I get to be happy about this game. Suck on that, St. Louis nerds. 2-1 lead after 1. Going into the second, get the news about Carlo. You're devastated. But it's a hot start to the second. We're forcing them in their zone. We're flying around. It's going to end 4 minutes in, though, because Clifton delay a game. Backhanded over the glass. We're going to go to the penalty kill. We kill it. And smooth sailing. And then it is an incredible display of athleticism and pure dominance. 11:30 is the minute mark in the second period. 11:30 left, I should say. And for the next 3 minutes, we are in their zone. First, it's line 3. Just hammering down on them. And then line 4 comes out for the next buck and a half. And they're just hammering down on him. And I went back and watched this. Shot, retrieval, recycle. Shot, retrieval, recycle. We never really got a great scoring chance, though. For 3 minutes in their zone. God, it's similar styles with these teams, man. They just collapse in front of their net and make you fucking earn it. That's eventually going to end. It's cross-checking on Shen. We're going to go to the power play. May surprise you. We did not score in this power play. And we also immediately gave up a huge 2-on-1 chance that Swayman had to stifle. Swayman was good in this game. I'll argue with anybody who says he wasn't. I really did think he was good in this game. 5:43 left. Freddie gets 2 for roughing. I know there's some debate about this. But Wall, he started it. First of all, he started it going after Tarasenko. Tarasenko backs off because, come on, it's Tarasenko. He's not doing that. Tussles continue. During the tussle, Freddie reaches over and pushes the helmet off of, I don't even remember who he was tussling with. And the guy looks to the ref like, come on. I don't care how this gets called, but I know the extra 2 is going to the Bruins every fucking time with that. And it's a stupid penalty to take in a game you're up by 1, and you just can't seem to beat the goaltender. And momentum's slowly shifting away from you. It's an awful penalty to take. And Freddie would not see the ice until, I believe, 8 minutes left of the third period. We're at 5 minutes left of the second, by the way. It does look like we're going to get a chance to clear. It's a wobbling puck coming off of that right wall. It just looks like we're going to get there first, but Krug jumps in there. Our baby boy Krug sort of shifts Bergeron with his eyes. Bergeron stays far enough to the left. Krug goes right into the slot, and he beats Swayman blocker, low blocker. It's a great shot. Swayman gets a piece, not enough. It's 2-2 on the power play goal given up because Freddie was a dumbass. Damn, that was a stupid penalty to take. And it's a tie game. And you just wonder if the team's going to make a response. And for fuck's sake, we did not. 1:48 left in the period. And Marchand, man, we got to talk about you. You turn the puck over in the offensive zone. You circle back to the neutral zone. You're frustrated about it, so you go directly after the puck carrier, which happens to be Thomas. And Thomas just goes right around him because open ice, easy to skate around a guy when he's just running right at you. That gives up a 3-on-2 the other way. And it starts on the right, passes over one. So on the right, defender, passes over one, sort of in the middle, defender, passes over again. And Tarasenko is all alone. It's behind him. That's okay. We're fine. It's behind him. He turns his back. He's skating backwards towards Swayman. Still in the high slot. Collects the puck. Spins. Whirly Dervish. Top cheddar magic. That's high blocker, top corner. Holy shit, this was a shot and a half. Should have been worth 2 goals. This should have been a money puck. What do you do about that? Yeah, you want that save to be made, but holy shit, dude. That's a goal scorer's goal. I don't care who you talk to about it. My God. It's 3-2. We're going into the third. Let's see a push. But we didn't get that push. It was probably for a couple reasons. We benched Freddie. Is that the main reason? No, but you are already down a defender. Carlo's injured. And you just benched another guy. You're having you guys pull extra shifts. That's not easy. And you're already shortening your bench a little bit because the fourth line's not seeing a ton of action. It's just not easy. Also, your third pairing is Clifton Brown, and Brown's losing the puck every time he touches it. That kind of just smokes any time you're on the ice with him. It was not a good third. But we did outshoot them by a lot, but we just couldn't finish. The pinnacle of the third period is 10:33 left. Coyle is going to lose the handle on the blue line. No one reacts. So it's just a 3-on-1 the other way. Some quick passes. Tarasenko ends up being the lucky recipient of the final pass. He's got an open net. Swayman was just trying to follow as best he could. It's 4-2. End of the game. No one's getting an empty netter. I don't know what you want at this point. It sucked. This sucked. Game notes. Carlo's injury. Let's hope it's short. Let's hope it's a couple weeks. And we can just rest guys and hope we're good for the playoffs. First round matchup is going to suck. We're basically at that point where we're kind of guaranteeing ourselves that wild card spot. We're having a bad little stretch here. Is that the way you want to go into the playoffs? I don't think we peaked too early because this team has another level. I truly believe that. But I can see a lot of people getting really frustrated after this one. Just remember, we're missing 2 major pieces here. I mean, Pasta's our leading goal scorer. That's a pretty big piece to be missing against a team that plays defense that well. We really could have used that one-timer in this game. My only other note is we've talked about this before, man. Marchand does something, gets frustrated, and ends up doing a play that costs us a goal. It's poor defense. He just runs at some guy or slowly skates back to the bench or whatever it is. And it gives up goals. And that's a major flaw in his game right now. It reminded me of 2019. I'm not going to go through that play, but I'm sure a lot of you remember it. It was just a really bad line change. Oh, man. What a frustrating game. All right, guys, it does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, we're missing major pieces. There's no reason to get 2-2 down, but I just couldn't find a fun spin for this game. It was just brutal and sad, and that's all I can say about it. It's just brutal and sad. But we're going to keep moving forward. We win against Ottawa on Thursday, and I believe that's a clinched playoff spot. All eyes to playoffs right now. Yes, I want us to go in looking hot, looking good. We are going to have an uphill battle, particularly in the first round, because we're likely to face a 1 or 2 seed, which is, I mean, Panthers or Carolina. So 2 teams that are very, 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 very good. I think I'd prefer the Canes in that scenario, but damn, they have smoked us this year. So it's going to be an uphill battle, but this team can do it. The team can do it. Go Bees!